What's up, guys? I'm Dylan,
I'm Kevin.
and this is.
Sense of direction.
And today we are talking about the collectible industry. I'm sure many of us have collected something over the years, whether it's clothes, shoes, little knickknacks, maybe some Pokemon cards,
Memories.
Yeah. Very sentimental of you.
Yes.
But we were kind of talking about stuff last weekend, kind of after the episode of just I think we talked about like the Garbage Pail Kids, and I feel like there was something else, like the Chick-fil-A cups that started
Oh yeah, Chick-fil-A
coming out.
cups.
And then that kind of got me interested in like how that stuff works, like like what
Why do we
drives
like
us?
it? Yeah. I
Um,
say it goes back to our
oh,
hunter-gatherer nature,
yes,
you know?
yeah.
Like you just want to
Keep stuff.
keep stuff.
I did think of something.
What?
I have collected shot glasses since
Okay,
college.
those are cute because you use them.
Yeah.
I remember do you remember the coin, the United States coin like map thingy with the little inputs?
Yeah.
I tried doing that. I failed. But
Failed as in like you just kind of gave up after doing. Okay.
Yeah. I was like,
yeah. You weren't hunting for coins.
Well, I kept getting the same ones, you know. I used to always look at pennies too, see how old they were.
Oh yeah.
But like, I don't know how pennies. There's not a lot of money in copper, unfortunately.
Well, it's funny that you said that. Okay,
we're out of pennies now.
Oh yeah, they stopped.
I should have been keeping every single.
Yeah. Damn it. No, my grandma, like a few months ago, she found like this coin detecting app, so it like will like tell you if you should keep it or not, like if it was worth something.
Yeah.
And so she had like my grandparents growing up, like they had a whole bunch of jars where they saved like nickels and quarters and pennies, and they had this like gigantic thing of pennies because my grandma was a waitress for many years, like 30 years, so she had a lot of change that she kept. And there was an instance where when I was younger, me and my sister were kind of, I don't know, we were doing cartwheels or something. We knocked over the glass thing of pennies, and that shit it broke, and it was so heavy, and my grandpa was so mad because he was like, and he doesn't really get mad, like he was just kind of a happy-go-lucky guy, but that was like the one time where he was like, I'm a loss for words for you guys right now. But that being said, she was going through and she had some like kind of interesting coins.
Yeah. Worth money?
Some of them, yeah, because you know it's a penny, but then you look on there and it's actually like worth like $50-$60.
That's
crazy. It's kind of a nice little markup.
Yeah.
And then I think she had some other like a silver dollar, something. A silver dollar. Okay, yeah, like so it's a dollar.
Is a silver dollar just a dollar?
Yeah, but it's just a coin.
I get those mixed up with the 50 cent.
Yeah,
weren't
the
there
big
like 50?
one?
Yeah. I haven't seen those in a while.
Yeah. Those are interesting.
Yeah.
She also had quite the little stash of $2.
Dude, that
those
too. I haven't seen those.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny when you collect money because like collectibles are worth money.
Yeah.
And whenever I think about collectibles, I think about like little knickknacks and like silverware.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Silverware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, there's money in silverware.
Yeah. Well, I know people collect like different china patterns and stuff. Like if you go into an antique store, they always have like a display of like plates and cups, which I never understood.
The more I think about this, you can collect literally anything.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like we place value on something. So like you could collect something and it not necessarily be worth like you're collecting it for the value or like because I think it, when I was born, my mom started like a Barbie doll collection for me. So they were Barbie dolls that all stayed in boxes. And then we're moving out like after I had graduated high school. And so we just had like this giant box of Barbies in boxes. And so I kind of looked through and saw, like I went and checked it out, see what they were worth. And most of them, there were so many that were like produced that they're not. But there was a couple that I saved that I still have at my parents' house that seemingly seemed like,
potential.
Yeah, like only like 500 were made or something.
Nice.
And so like that's also interesting. It's like there's different like releases that will happen. And we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. But I will start off with kind of like maybe like the most expensive collectibles that I found. And there's probably more like people who do like expensive watches and cars and stuff. Like we all know that those are gonna be expensive. And then obviously art. Like when I first thought of collectibles, I didn't really think of art, but now that makes sense. Like art collectors are a thing. So like this, there was a Leonardo da Vinci called Salvador Mundi, and I believe it's kind of like one of those religious art type deals where it's like just a guy and he's got like the halo or something. Maybe. I just remember his hand was up. That sold for $450 million in 2017, which is insane to my brain. I mean, good. I love art, so I feel like art should kind of stay valuable, but like $450 million.
That's crazy, dude.
Like, that's insane.
And you probably made it with like material that's not worth that much, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one's cars. I feel like I see a lot of nice cars online that I wish I could own and collect. So if people got the dough to, I feel like you see that a lot now, but I feel like the cars that people collect now are just kind of eh.
Yeah.
But let's see. So in a 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, can't pronounce that, Hulanhot Coupe.
Yeah.
So for 143 million in 2022.
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
That's also, yeah.
You know?
Because I'm sure, well, I mean, I feel like Mercedes has kind of been a higher end car.
Yeah.
But like, that's just, like, that's so much money.
Yeah.
And then this, okay, it was kind of new when the NFT thing kind of came out. I kept hearing about them so much that I was like, I'm going to teach myself digital
that
design.
is another, I didn't think about NFTs. That is another good.
But that's kind of more of a modern day collectible because that was kind of spread like wildfire. Like people were, like the monkey guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this one looked like, but this was called Beeples Every Day. The first 5,000 days of NFT sold for $69.3 million in 2021. I guess they had some COVID money.
They flipped that stimulus check. Damn.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, was this? And then we got the, you said Jake Paul?
Oh, yeah.
The Pokemon? Oh, wait, I totally skipped
No, you can go for it, though.
But
this happened recently, like a couple weeks ago.
The Pokemon TCG Pikachu Illustrator PSA 10.
Yeah.
160, oh no, $16.4 million.
Which is still
for
crazy.
A piece of paper.
Yeah.
Basically.
I think it was one of those like super like iridescent, like there wasn't very many.
Fancy
it was pretty
paper.
fancy. There was also something that is not listed that I put into our presentation today. But there was also, I keep hearing about it, but I feel like I've only heard about it recently, but Magic the Gathering also has trading cards.
Magic the Gathering?
Have you heard of that game?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Sounds like D&D, kind of.
Kind of. But I guess they have kind of like a Pokemon card. And they had one that was like sold for $3 million. Not as much as the 16.4, but like still a lot for a little card. And it was like a flower, like the Black Lotus. Magic the Gathering.
Interesting.
So I know it has something to do with like
I feel like there's got to be like some loophole into like money loophole into these like art collections or like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to ask Scott something about that.
Well, I do know with the like collecting art specifically is like people do that as an investment. I don't know if they're if
there's
all
like
of
a
these
write-off or
collectibles are, but like that's a way to kind of like
I'm sure if we went to Pablo Escobar's house, he probably has a bunch of nice art, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a way to.
The reference you had.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking about like how people like clean their money. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's too rated R. Moving on.
Sure. But yeah, I do think that it's like a way that they kind of like Plus, you see all those fun movies about like art heist and the fakes and stuff.
Or
I
like
feel
those guys that broke in recently and stole those
yeah.
gems.
Yeah.
That's funny. In
They got
2020,
caught, huh?
yeah, they did.
Yeah. But that
But
was
the
kind
fact
of
they didn't
exciting.
the fact they didn't get caught that instant is funny. Like,
Yeah. They were in and then they were out. And then they left on like mopeds or something?
something like that.
Yeah.
And they had like a croissant in the back.
A baguette?
Yeah, a baguette. That's what I meant to say.
Just one giant croissant.
Giant ass croissant.
I mean, it's France, right?
Yeah. Oui.
And then, something I feel like stamps is kind of like you think, your grandpa's collecting or your uncle or something.
Stamps or postcards.
Yeah. There was like a set from 1847. Marutus post office stamps sold for $12 million in 2021, which I feel like in 1847 you bought them for like 2 cents.
Yeah.
Or a cent.
Back then, 2 cents was like $2.
Yeah, I guess so. Inflation was crazy. Mm-hmm. Or has been crazy. But there are some psychological motivations and some emotional and social aspects of like why we as humans kind of collect things. One of them is desire for control. Research suggests that collecting can be driven by a psychological need to manage one's environment, especially during chaotic times. Kind of just gives them structure to be like, oh yes, like if I have, my set, then like...
And then you get to tidy it up. Yeah. Like you dust them off. You're like, nice.
I can see that.
Yeah. Probably feels good too. Probably a sense of achievement.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure we've talked about it in other episodes, do things that bring you joy and do them for yourself. So I think collectibles do that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it also ties into the sentimental attachments, which we all have to things.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something. Like for me, if I had money, I would collect guitars just because I love guitars, and I feel like you've met David. He recently he lended me a guitar that he got in at either an estate sale from a relative, and he collected guitars, and like it was just cool to see. Kind of sad, but cool to see that somebody like you can pass that on to some other people. Like if I had a collection of guitars and I passed away, I would give them to people I cared about, I guess. Or that cared about what I cared about.
Yeah. Like you knew they would take care of
it. Yeah.
And then some of them are just in the pursuit of knowledge, knowing that like there are, I don't know what this one was, but like learning, each of them can kind of tell a story.
I feel like this falls really into like collecting art and probably vinyls too. Because I know like, there's, the artist that you like or how they made an album, the story behind the album, like, or with art, like the artist who painted it, the time, the era, like it is a good.
Honestly, when we were just talking about this, well, not just now, but like this sparked a thing in my brain of synapses, of like collecting like ancient like bowls and vases and like things like that, because like an ancient Greek or like dinosaur bones, like or something like that. Or even just kind of like movie memorabilia or like sports like memorabilia in general, because like you have an attachment either to the movie or the artist or the sports person,
the culture.
Yeah. So and it's kind of brings that piece into your life, if you have the original Jurassic Park Jeep
AMC
or something.
cup.
What's that? What's her name? Nicole Kidman.
What about her?
The meme for AMC.
There's a meme for AMC?
She did an AMC commercial.
Oh.
And like everyone kind of like
ragged on her?
Yeah.
For what?
Because it was it was super cheesy, but I can't even remember.
I have seen the meme. I have seen the ad. I didn't think much of it though.
I can't remember.
I was kind of pissed off that he kept playing. Like, I recently went to the movies and saw a documentary about Paul McCartney, and it had starts at 7, 20 minutes of movie trailers, 15 minutes of like AMC trailers, and then it got to the movie. I'm like, what the? Like, when did it get this bad? Anyways.
I feel like when I worked in the movie theater, it was always about 15 to 20 minutes of ads or like trailers and ads, and then the movie started.
Now it's like twice.
But now, They go to
Ridiculous.
sell.
Ridiculous.
They're like, thank God you're here.
Yeah.
Now we gotta tell
Now we
you
gotta
why
sell
you
you.
should stay.
Yeah.
And then obviously, I feel like nostalgia is probably like the number one thing for like toys or activities. I don't know.
Nostalgia and connection are everything.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And maybe it's like one of those things is like you're an adult, you have more money, and you're like, well, mom never let me buy Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna start my collection.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some things. Do you remember this happened recently? And it was like it was on TikTok or Instagram, and it's like it was like nostalgia core, and it played like this like really dreamy music, and it would like create all the images all like glossy, and it'd be like I don't know, like old toys that we used to play with, or like I'm trying to think of some other stuff, old like shows.
Yeah.
And it's just like those. I love those videos.
I've been seeing that stuff for like old commercials for like
that too.
stuff.
Yeah, old commercials, old songs. What's that song? Yeah, by Usher.
That's so funny that we're like, that's old.
No, well, I remember it playing in elementary. Like, that's whenever it came out, and I was
Usher
like in second grade, and I was like, even at second grade, I was like, nice.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, which I know that song came out like
the Big Butts that I came out live. Yeah.
Came out like way before then, but I feel like it had like a resurgence, and then Nicki Minaj picked it up or whatever. But that Chris Brown was really big. I feel like
Chris Brown. And
but Usher is kind of time capsuled, like certain songs. Yeah, and I feel like there's another one that we played a lot in middle school that we should not have been playing. Like,
there's a lot of music I should not have been listening to. Smack That All on the Floor. What song is that?
Akon.
There we go. That was a banger.
I really did like Akon back in the day. And then
he's actually a really good person too, which is rare. Anyways, back to collectibles.
Yeah.
Aside from collecting memories.
Yeah.
Community and sharing. I think the only thing I can like kind of resonate with this is, so Jeff is a big like vinyl collector, but not just because like he loves vinyls, but like he just loves music, so he just buys vinyls.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something we always kind of like talk about. I tried to get a vinyl collection, and then it fell off just because they got kind of pricey.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get it back. But I told myself I need to get a better record player because we gotta do it justice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that, and I guess you could. We did a Dirty Santa last year, and a lot of it was vinyls. Like people brought vinyls, and it was cool seeing people like fight over like certain records and stuff. It was cool. Yeah. That's the only thing I can kind of resonate with. I don't know if.
Yeah. Well, I do know about like the like conventions. There's probably Facebook groups and like things nowadays where you guys just talk about like the things you're interested in. And
I know there's like a couple comic book shops around just Oklahoma that they do that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's really cool.
And then sometimes people are about acquiring some unique and rare items to kind of like hold over people's heads.
Yeah, dude.
You're like, I got this.
Yeah.
I mean, if I got a Pokemon card that was $16 million, I would definitely
flex it.
Yeah. Although he sold it, so like he kind of gets like this badge of honor for like the most expensive one sold, but like whoever bought it gets to be like, I have the most valuable card. And who's to say like how much that will go up in value in the next like 20 years or so.
That's true.
Which is kind of the thing with like collectibles is I feel like there's kind of a wave of like when it's like the heightened of value. Because like sometimes, like with Cabbage Patch dolls, I watched, or maybe
you went down the rabbit hole?
Or there was a movie that kind of took the Cabbage Patch dolls thing. There was cats. I don't know. It was Beanie Babies. That was the movie as well. But anyways, my example was with Cabbage Patch dolls was like they got super like hyped up. People, they were releasing like special editions of like you can only get like this one. And then it caused like a frenzy. Like people were just like
Fighting over 'em.
everyone was going. Yeah, it was like Black Friday, early 2000s vibes. You know,
Hell yeah.
pushing people over,
Yep.
fighting.
Fighting little kids, like.
Yeah, and then they like overproduced, and so it lost
the
the like
value.
the value of it.
Yeah, I guess that is a big component: scarcity and value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So a little bit of history on this, because I feel like we talked about like hunter-gatherer days.
Yeah.
But like collecting has been like
Dates back.
And so I feel like, okay, Augustus, formerly Octavian, apparently, was known for collecting coins, many stamped with his own image,
That's called narcissism, kids.
He spent an equivalent of $3 million today on prized seashell and I think
He spent $3 million
Yeah.
on seashells.
That's crazy. I mean, you can just go and grab them. Like walk to the beach.
But
go
this
to the
is the
beach.
whole point of being a king, is
Yeah.
you get to collect taxes and
then a Rothschild amassed about 800,000 specimens, hiring collectors across the continent to expand his collection. So he's like, I'm gonna send some people out so they can build up my collection for me. And it says specimen, so I'm assuming like that was more of like a oh, okay, yeah. I mean, he's a Rothschild, so. But I was thinking more like, little frogs and stuff, because I feel like he was probably one of the first couple Rothschilds, so they probably were like still discovering like,
They're like, how can we exploit these frogs?
What's that island that they like?
Epstein Island?
No, no, like
Madagascar?
science. No, think of like science and like, oh my gosh, why can't I think it? No. Like they specifically went and they like discovered a whole bunch of species, and then this guy like came out with the like, man, my mind is like blanking. Like it's like right there, but like I can't find any of the words that make sense. Anyway, okay, we'll just move on. Maybe it'll come back to me. It's like a boomerang. Anyways, collectors have been around for a long time.
Yeah, man.
If you're rich, you get to hire people to do your collection for you. Yeah. If not, it's up to you to go out and scourge and find. I think in today's times, the secondary market is really big. Like people will go out and buy stuff just to go resell it on eBay or something. Yeah. I know there's like a big craze with like the Starbucks cups where people were like going out.
Starbucks cups?
Yeah, they would release only a certain amount of like special edition cups.
Okay.
And so like they'd go and like line out Starbucks before they opened to like go and buy them.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And so I don't know how much of an investment this is, because like you're immediately going around to flip it, but like I guess in some sense you're putting up an initial investment.
Yeah. Let's see what else. A lot of releases will show the entire collection, so you can see what you can potentially get when you're looking for something. And the people who do this the best is McDonald's, because they show you all the toys you can get, and then you tell your mom and your dad that you want a Happy Meal every day until you get it.
Yeah.
And drives up sales.
Yeah.
I will say the best the best McDonald's toys was like the first Cars came out, and you could collect all the cars, like the Disney cars.
Could ya?
Yeah, I was working at McDonald's when that came out, and I was collecting them, like me.
Yeah.
So.
You could have a whole set.
I tried, and even I couldn't get it. It was ridiculous.
Dang. And then, like we said, they kind of do like a limited release so that they only put out like 500 or like 1,000. So like it's kind of like or even on trading cards, they'll say like one of 20 or one of 1,500 or something. And so I feel like if you get the one of 20, it's a little bit more valuable.
Of course, because there's not that many of them.
Yeah. I also say that the doing the whole collection. You've heard about those Labubu things?
Yes.
Okay. I've seen
I
people
don't have one, but
go out
I
and
see the
like,
craze
yeah. Well, I think it's
and the
a
memes.
weird amount
They
of
do
money
look kind
that
of
they
creepy.
do. Yeah. But they'll do, and there's like so many little spin-offs of those just little character things. I think there's one that's like Sunny Angels, and they're basically like little naked babies, which is kind of weird.
Okay.
But people will go out and they'll just buy the boxes because you don't know which one is in there. Like they'll just say on the box the collection that you could get, and so I've been seeing people like make videos of like, I bought 20 boxes. Let's see if I get the one that I want, and then they'll get like 5 of the same one.
I will say, for a moment there, I was getting into Squishmallows, but that's just because I had a partner that really liked them, and I'll try to get them Squishmallows. Looking back on it, wasn't a good investment because she took all my Squishmallows. You know, just kind of fucked up. Anyways,
No shared custody.
I was gonna take it to court, but then I was like, I'm just gonna let this thing die. You can have them.
Nice.
Just tell them I love them.
Okay. Funko Pops, kind of in the same realm of like, you know, adults
Yeah,
or
like little
kids.
boo boo weirdo.
Yeah.
They are pretty cute too. I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently, back in 2016, they did kind of like a Willy Wonka inspired one where they did a golden ticket Funko Pop. So it was like 2 characters. It was a Willy Wonka and an Oompa Loompa, and they were
Nice.
all gold. Not like real gold, but like
they're
just gold
gold
colored.
colored.
And they sold that one for $210,000, which is insane because I think they're like maybe $30 around average.
Dude, God, I see what you do for other people. That's crazy though.
Yeah.
I say another thing. I see the thematic options. I see these a lot with fast food now. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Was there a Shrek burger? There was a black burger at Burger King. I don't remember what it was for.
So,
oh, that was a Black Panther burger.
Yeah. And that Wendy's has been doing that stuff a lot. They've done like a SpongeBob collab, and they've done that like Wednesday.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. I think that was Burger King.
Yeah.
The black one. What else? McDonald's? I think McDonald's has the.
McDonald's had that Travis Scott thing, and that
they
kind
did.
of like weirdly blew up and kind of helped them both because I think he also released like.
I think they did one with
merchandise,
Drake
like,
too in Canada or something like that.
And then now Dunkin' Donuts has.
Just when I saw Cardi B with McDonald's at one point. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But then again, that's like, well, I can't collect a fucking burger. I mean, you can. I've seen people collect a McDonald's burger for like a decade and it still hasn't decomposed. Yeah. So that's cool.
Which is interesting. What are they putting in there?
100% beef. Says it on the wrapper.
Yeah. But yeah, they do like collaborations too. So I feel like I listed these 3 because they seem to be kind of like the most well known.
Dude, that Adidas Kanye era was pretty crazy. That was like, I think that was the height of that like flip market because like those back whenever like bots weren't regulated and people would just buy like everything like quick and then resell them for like so much more.
So much money.
Yeah. So.
And then I kind of forgot at this point because Doritos Locos Tacos is such a staple at Taco Bell that I'm just like, oh shit, like.
At one point they weren't, huh? It was like at once in a blue moon.
No. And then Lego Star Wars apparently is like a super big deal. They do like special edition ones.
I can see that.
Although I did read something about a Lego's Harry Potter set that was also like very like coveted.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
those are good.
The school.
Star Wars is a great franchise, and Legos is another great franchise.
I like what Legos is doing. They have some really cool stuff now. Yeah. And then I threw this one in for fun because I had not seen it, but like I've seen Crocs collab with people, but this one just looks freaking insane. They have KFC and Crocs with little chicken.
What are
they called gibbets.
Gibbets, there you go.
Yeah. But I was like, that's so funny. And it looks like it's kind of platformed. Yeah, you got elevated. Platform chicken shoes. Yeah. A bucket of chicken.
That's wild.
Yeah. Okay, something fun now that we've kind of talked about like why people do it and the little lore behind it, I have I
You
have
collected all these, Dylan. Holy
oh my
shit!
god, I'd be rich. I have put together a handful of items to try to see if you could guess how much they kind of go, and they're all kind of.
What's the price range? What's the most expensive?
The most expensive is $17.8 million.
$17.8 million?
Yes. And the least expensive is 8,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's a Squishmallow. Nice.
Yes. The golden Squishmallow.
Damn. I'm going to say the least expensive is a Squishmallow. Has to be.
You would be wrong. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And also, I was doing this article had it spaced out weird, but he's not even the most expensive thing. I mean, he's the most expensive for like the individual, but they have like a Fox family set, so there's like big, medium, small, and that one went for about $18,000. So he went for 15,000. And they're roughly about like $30 for the bigger size.
The most expensive has to be the Rolex.
You would be correct. This is a watch that Paul Newman wore, and he's like a race car driver, movie, something. I feel like I hear about him in the old Hollywood days, like the 50s and stuff.
I think he's an actor.
Yeah, he was an actor, but I think he did drive cars. Like that was part of his thing.
Okay.
I should have done a little bit more research. I'm sorry, Paul Newman.
It's all right.
But yeah, that watch was something that he actually wore and like partnered with this watch company. To make
this watch company being Rolex.
No, actually, I think it's Acura. Or is that
Paul Newman's Rolex Daytona?
Oh no, it says Rolex. Okay, so then yes, obviously, let's trust what I have titled. But that was for $17.8 million.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
And I kind of threw in some random stuff. So we have like an album, we have sports memorabilia. We do have.
I think the second most expensive is that Wu-Tang album because I remember that fucking pharmaceutical dude bought some type of No,
but that is a really sick. Like it comes like in the box too. That Wu-Tang album went for $2 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, second expensive to Kurt Cobain. That has to be. All right, it was Michael Jordan. That was my first guess, but I didn't want to give him too much praise.
The Michael Jordan jersey went for $10.1 million, and Kurt Cobain's MTV Unplugged guitar went for $6 million.
Damn.
So like, it was still kind of up there.
Damn. Least expensive is a Hot Wheel.
Yeah, so, I mean, no.
No?
But second
Second
to
least.
that was $175,000. And I guess it was like, this specific one was like the actual model that they used to print them.
So it was the OG.
Yeah, like literally the original.
Wow.
Yeah. But I was like, that's more than a house. Like, I mean, a lot of these are, but like, that's crazy.
Man. All right, now I just want you to tell me which
the
one.
least?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can't be R2-D2.
It was the Wheaties box.
Okay.
So the 1935's Wheaties, Lou Gehrig, which was the first time that they put like a sports person on their box, which is kind of funny because like I feel like that's Wheaties' thing now is to put athletes on there. And I tried to look up like how much they were originally sold for in 1935, but I had to go back to something where I was like, how much was a box of cereal in 1935? And roughly around 10 cents was what they would buy it for back in the 30s. That specific box went for $8,000.
It's not bad.
It was a huge increase on your investment. And I think that one was like in a bag, so like they like specifically were like, I'm saving this shit. Might even still have
Might even have the cereal.
Yeah.
Should try it.
Next, I'll just go off the top. The Spider-Man Amazing Fantasy 1962 number 15 comic book went for $3.6 million.
I can see that.
The full-scale R2D2 model went for, excuse me,
Nice.
$4.1 million, which is kind of sick, but like that seems also like a lot.
I was gonna go.
I feel like Star Wars heads are crazy about their
Yeah.
memorabilia. And then last is the Superman number 1 comic book from 1939. Went for $5 million.
That's crazy.
So, and I do know comic books, like, people go, like, hardcore about
I wonder if you think back in the 30s, they had that mindset of collectibles and they kept, like, their originals? They have to have, right?
Maybe. I think even
If not,
on
then
there,
damn.
that was like 10 cents or something, or $10. I can't
Yeah.
see I see a 10, but I don't
Oh,
know.
it says number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people who are really serious about it, like, they won't even take it out of, like, the packaging.
Yeah, I know. They'll just keep it in there.
Yeah. Those, well, I guess that's kind of like a digital recreation of the cover, but that one on the bottom,
Yeah,
it
it's like
seems
the
like they
actual-
probably, like, there's, like, a little bit of the fold. So they probably read that.
Yeah.
And then kept it for their grandkids or something.
That's cool.
So, but I also like, have you ever watched Pawn Stars?
Yes.
Yeah. I like
Dude,
watching
Pawn
those.
Stars, what's the other one?
Antique Roadshow?
Antique Roadshow.
Yeah.
I think those are the only 2 that really do that.
Yeah, but I like when
OGs.
they bring in like the person who, like, I only study
Oh yeah, he's like,
katanas
yes,
or something.
Spoons.
Yeah.
Yes. See this one right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
He, like, flicks it and
Yeah.
hears it. But
So, why don't you guys drop us down in the comments if you collect something, or maybe something that just means a lot to you, or you know, like, I kind of do the shot glasses from places I visit if I remember to do so, but I have quite a lot. So I feel like that's probably my most, outside of like art prints, when I go to like local art shows and stuff. But yeah, let us know what you're collecting. One of these days I'm gonna bring it.
Ready?
That would be